Alright guys, how you doing? It is C.E.M made with Combat Esports Media, and today I'm here to break down the most anticipated fight on ESFL 150. That is GOAT 1099 versus Nas. I'm gonna sit here and break down and show y'all how GOAT was able to end the streak. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so in the left hand corner, in the red corner that is Nas, and then in the right hand corner, the blue corner with the other Robert Whitaker, that is GOAT 1099. In our interview with GOAT, he really harped on and talked about how leg kicks were the main thing in this fight. He really harped on that and said that in the Swiss slide backs fight, when Nas fought Swiss, that's one thing that he learned about Nas, that Nas doesn't check leg kicks. So he pretty much game planned around the leg kicks. And as you see, the minute the fight starts, GOAT, he throws a few straight shots, and then he immediately throws a lead leg kick into a jab, as I'm going to show y'all right here. So let's watch it. So as you can see, he throws a straight, backs up, blocks low, lead leg kick into a jab. All right, now that's pretty much the thing that's in the center of this fight a lot, is the leg kicks. Now Nas, you can see Nas is a very good counter striker as he kicks GOAT's legs right there. He's a very good counter striker. He's very good, going forward or moving backwards. But the thing that it looks like GOAT is doing right here, GOAT is controlling the center of the octagon. He's not allowing himself to get backed up completely. At times he will back up Nas, but then he retreats and keeps the center of the octagon. That's one thing I noticed. So watching this fight live and watching this fight multiple times, GOAT didn't allow himself to get backed up solely so much. The Ed Parker fight in particular, Ed Parker allowed Nas to back him up quite a bit. As you can see, GOAT he was about to get backed up against the cage, and you can see he's trying to lunge, he's trying to move forward and to get back into the center of the octagon. Now and this is the first round GOAT is making these reads, but Nas is really working that lead leg of GOAT. I thought he would I thought he would work the legs a little bit more, but I believe GOAT switched into southpaw and pretty much eradicated that. But I thought Nas would work that right leg in southpaw of GOAT, but he didn't. But let's get into another sequence that I want to talk about, this third round, and I pretty much want to break down this whole third round because this is really intricate. This is a pretty interesting round. I'm gonna let it play in the background. Now you can see as the round starts off, GOAT's feinting leg kicks, but GOAT's lead leg is mincemeat at this point. Nas' head health is low. He's pretty much giving up that head health to throw those leg kicks to that left leg of GOAT as he switches into southpaw. Again, as you can see, GOAT got countered. Nas got countered. GOAT jumps, and this is one thing that I'm kind of I wouldn't say I'm surprised by, but more so intrigued. I'm more intrigued and interested in the mindset of what Nas was thinking on the ground here. He pretty much entertained the ground game with GOAT. If y'all don't know, I would say GOAT it's a better wrestler than Nas. I'd say that he's a little bit more well-rounded fighter. If I was Nas in this position right here, I'd be trying to create some type of offense to get back up to my feet. This is something I want to talk about right here now that we're in top mount. Something that Nas mentioned is HUD watching right there, as GOAT denies it. He mentioned that GOAT pretty much HUD watched him. If y'all don't know, HUD watching basically, and I'm gonna pull up a clip from another content creator, that is Joker Carnage. He pretty much explained this in a great way. Basically, HUD watching is essentially, you're in top mount, and if you're the guy on top, if they transitioned into half guard, the two side control bars that you can see on my screen, I don't know if you can see it's kind of grayed out, but to the left and to the right, it is side control. Those are the two transitions. Now, if someone, the bottom guy that is, pause, if he's going to transition into half guard, one of those side controls is going to turn into half guard, letting the guy that is on top position, who's doing the top pressure, it's going to let them know that, hey, he's transitioning into half guard. deny it, and pretty much that's what HUD watching is in a more simplified term. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say it's a little bit more complicated, but it's a little bit more to it than just that. I'm gonna play this back, and I want to talk to y'all down below in the comments. That's what we want to do. We want to talk to y'all and ask y'all the question. Me personally, I don't think so. I don't think GOAT would do that, but to each his own opinion. I wouldn't be the one to know that, but let's go back. So GOAT postures up, gets some good grounded pound off. Nas' head health is low. He comes back down. Right now, we're gonna particularly pay attention. I am gonna slow this down because it is worth slowing down, because the transition is kind of hard to miss, kind of hard to see. So we're in top mount right here. Pay attention closely to the HUD. As you can see, hold on. I don't know if y'all saw that. So here we go right here. As you can see, he transitions into half guard. As you can see, instead of it saying mount side control, it says mount side control half guard. In my opinion, I'll say this: I think GOAT is a smart enough player to control somebody in timeout. I really don't think he needs the HUD watch. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, I'm not saying that I'm right, but in my personal opinion, I don't think GOAT in particular did this. I think he just beat Nas fair and square. For Nas to bring this up, in a sense, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a bad point in a sense, but for him to bring it up, to make a video, and it kind of makes it look like it's an excuse in a sort of sense. I can see where he's like, okay, he HUD watched, but at the end of the day, he did lose. He did lose. He couldn't get up. That's one of the main things. He entertained the grappling. I think Nas is a good enough player that he can get up off of the bottom. I think he's a good enough. He could have created some type of offense for him to get up, but that just shows how good GOAT is, with his top pressure and his top game. He didn't allow Nas to get up. You know what I mean? But yeah, as y'all can see on the HUD right there, like I said, we can talk about it down below in the comments. But right here, GOAT denies the transition, and that's pretty much it. Once GOAT denies that transition, Nas is pretty much he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, because if he transitions again as his stand recovers up, GOAT is probably going to more than likely posture up, which he does. He's going to posture up. So I know a lot of players right here, they get in this position, they go the exact same way. Trust me, I know, because I used to do it. You go the exact same way. All right, you denied it the first time, let's see if you playing the ego a little bit. You denied it the first time, let's see if you can deny it the second time. If I'm Nas right here in this position, he denies the first one, I wouldn't say you're panicking, but you're super worried, because you're like, all right, he denied the first one. If I go this way, is he gonna? You second guessing yourself. When you have someone on top of you, pause, that is in top mount, and they deny that transition right there, you kind of get those second guesses in your mind. But at the end of the day, you're in this high level fight, and you're trying to get the fight back up to where your strengths are. Most of your strengths are. Me personally, I would be trying to get my ass up out of this position. Any position but timeout. I would even take side control. Any position but timeout. But like I said, that is easier said than done. And we're in half guard. If I'm Nas, whether he goes to side control or half guard, I am not alone. I am pre-denying the timeout. You have to, because you spent about a minute in timeout alone, just one position alone. And in your mind, you're thinking, I'm just thinking what Nas is probably thinking. He's HUD watching, quote unquote. You kind of gotta think, I don't want that to happen to me again. So let me get out of timeout. Let me deny that. I don't want to be there. I want to get back up to the feet where my strengths are, where I feel like I'm better than GOAT. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say that's a mistake, but that's kind of like a mental error. No, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. I try to sound professional, grammatically correct. It's a mental mistake. It's a mental error. You just when you're in the heat of the moment, like I said, it's easier said than done when you're not fighting, when you're in the moment. But I know Nas is probably kicking himself in the butt, because he could have denied that timeout from side control. He could have denied that. He could have denied it. And as you can see, GOAT right here, grounded, pounded, and that's the end of the fight. that's the end of the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Go 10-9-9. He got it done. He got the ground and pound off. Again, they get into timeout. Nas tries to go left instead of going right like he did the previous time they were in timeout. Goat denies it again. He gets the posture up. That's pretty much all she wrote. Goat has no head, Nas has no head health, and Goat has the advantage and the momentum on his side. And that's pretty much it, man. Goat did a great job ending the streak, beating Nas. He did a great job boxing as well. He really did a great job boxing. I wouldn't say I was surprised, but I thought he was gonna offer a little bit more on the feet. And Goat did a great job of, I wouldn't say some sort of neutralizing, but he pretty much weathered the storm on the feet. He pretty much weathered the storm, and you know, he did a great job. But yeah, man, that's pretty much gonna be the end of this breakdown. Y'all let me know down below in the comments, what do you guys think about this? Was Goat hard watching? Was he not hard watching? Anything in particular that you saw in this fight that surprised you, intrigued you, that was kind of like wowing you? We could talk about it down below in the comments. But again, this is JMMA with Combat Esports Media. All of our links will be down below in the description, and we will see y'all next time with another interview, with another breakdown, who knows. But like I said, it has been JMMA with Combat Esports Media, and I will see you guys next time.